July is Mental Health Awareness Month, and now more than ever, our young people are in crisis. Just over 6 months ago, Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters opened the Children's Pavilion to meet the growing need for pediatric mental health care. I took you inside that day and recently went back for a checkup.
2, 3.
Children's Pavilion opened in October to fanfare and a promise of hope for children in need of mental health care.
What we've done is daunting and intimidating at best for most communities to try to tackle this and tackle it head on and tackle it swiftly.
The need is now larger than ever. Before they broke ground, Chkd had 1,600 children on a waiting list. Today, it's more than 5,000.
In the past 2 years, as we've tried to grow our program, we've seen a 30% increase in the number of referrals every year.
Since opening, the hospital has admitted 285 patients, most for major depressive disorder.
These are children that are having thoughts about ending their life or they're engaged in self-interest behavior.
Of the 60 beds here, only half are open.
While it's slower than what we would have liked, it was the right decision.
Vice President Amy Sampson says they still need more staff and more training than originally anticipated.
That challenge is something we are working on every single day.
The hospital currently has jumped from 1 psychiatrist to 18 child psychiatrists, 2 psychologists to 22. They've added 30 mental health therapists and a dozen psychiatric nurse practitioners, but they need more staff.
We recognize that any family that feels that they're in crisis needs to get that care right away, which is why we've put in programs that can address those critical needs, those crisis needs, as they're happening, so there isn't a wait.
Many children begin with group therapy. They've also opened a partial hospitalization program for those discharged.
Because that's usually the most dangerous time, the most high-risk time immediately after hospitalization for a child's safety.
The plan now is to have all beds open sometime this fall. Meantime, artwork created by the patients echoes that original promise of hope. Now, while recruiting and training continue in force, the hospital says the recent Run Walk for Kids fundraiser in Virginia Beach raised about $64,000 for the mental health hospital and its programs.